You? Yes, I'm ready for today's class. We finished
Hello.
book 5. We finished
Good
the last
evening,
part,
Jasmine. How are you?
workbook of book 5, and with the
Okay,
advertisements
that's great.
in
I'm
letter
also
A.
fine. It's good. Okay, so now are you ready for the class? Great. Okay. So, what are the things that you can still remember from our
Yes.
previous discussion yesterday?
Yes, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have finished Unit 5, and we already have started Unit 6, and we have finished letter A, or the activity A, right? Okay, yes, very good. And you have done a very good job in discussing the advertisements that we have, since this one is advertising. Now, let us have the discussion part. Are you ready? Ready.
Yes,
Okay,
I
so we
think
have
a
here
good
good
advertisement
and
is
bad
clever,
advertisements.
interesting,
Okay,
humorous,
so in letter A it
sometimes
says here,
inspiring
there's a question.
or informative,
What
and
makes a
also
good
it needs
advertisement?
to be
Use
eye-catching.
some of the words below. Okay, so we have some words here that would make a good advertisement. So can you describe to me what a good advertisement is using the words that you have highlighted?
Mm, mm, Not so. The story of the advertisement might not be
Okay, so
so
it should be cleverly
complex,
made, interesting,
and
and it
that
should
people
be
can know
humorous, inspiring,
immediately what's
informative,
the
and
product or what's the
eye-catching.
point that
Okay, so let us have them
advertisements
one
wants to
by one.
show.
Okay, let us discuss them one by one. Okay, what makes a good advertisement clever?
Yes. Mm, I think interesting is the same as humorous, and mm, if the advertisements have some story or have a story, mm,
Okay, so
what
it is direct to the point, for short, right?
I think
Okay,
interesting
next,
or
what makes a
humorous
good
advertisements.
advertisement
Mm,
interesting?
mm, most of uh, most of them have a story, and, and maybe the story is interesting. Uh, yeah, but, sorry, I don't know how to describe because there are many types of advertisements, and sometimes it is interesting, and it depends on its story. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mm. I think I
Mm-hmm.
think just
Oh,
like
okay.
the
So if it has a
advertisements,
story,
the last
but it
one,
also
letter
depends
A,
on the story, because
the
there are
slogan
stories
"I
that are
miss
not
my
as
room,
interesting
Bob."
as the others,
This
right?
is one kind
Yes.
of
Okay.
humorous,
So next,
and
what makes
it
a
may
good
be a story or
advertisement
maybe
humorous?
a sentence, a slogan. Um, if a sentence or a story uh, can touch or can let people feel, oh yes, that it is, or it ha it it's it is close to
Mm-hmm.
people's normal life, and I think this kind of uh, advertisement is well could be humorous sometimes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I, I think some advertisement, such as about uh, s- mm,
Mm-hmm.
sports accessories
Okay.
or
So,
about
usually
cars.
humorous
This
advertisements
kind of
are the
advertisements
ones that
long,
are
um,
being liked by a lot of people,
usually are inspiring and
right?
let people
So
feel
it
warm
is also what
or
makes it interesting.
or make
Now, how
people
about
feel
inspiring? Now, what
um,
makes
it is
an
important to
advertisement inspiring?
uh, uh, it is important to keep to work hard or mm, mm, or make more efforts in in the, in their lives. Oh yes, it's motivate. Yes.
Mhm.
Mm, mm.
Mhm.
Some of the advertisements like about mm, medicine.
Mhm. Like it's a motivation.
It's
Yes.
or
Wow,
uh,
that's great. So it
uh,
can motivate
it
someone
will
to do
inform.
good or to do
It
better,
will
right?
show some maybe some.
Yes. Okay.
Mm,
So next is
mm,
informative. Okay. What makes a good
well, maybe show some
advertisement
statistics,
informative?
statistics, and tell what's the um, what's 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 some phenomenon uh, what some phenomenon is that right now, and make people to want to use their products um
Mm-hmm.
or or to mm, okay. I think um let
Mhm.
me say let me take an example like
Mhm.
um the government mm, will help people to not to
Mhm.
use so much electricity summer, and it that might be a propaganda in a TV show as an advertisement, and it will
Mhm.
inform people that um the electricity is not enough, or that is too much waste of the electricity, and show the statistics of of that, and request people to reduce
Mhm.
the use of electricity. Yes.
Mhm. 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 Okay. So, um, if it is something that would inform the people about a current issue, or maybe something that will inform people about a thing that would happen. Okay, like if the electricity is not enough, like what you have said, then that would be informative for them. Okay, so
Mm,
they would
I
encourage
think
someone to conserve
the
electricity, for example.
a good
Okay, so that what
advertisement with eye
is
catching it
making it informative.
means
Or
to have
usually when it comes
a
to um,
a
preventing
special
illnesses.
slogan
Okay, so that
or
is
special
also informative,
um,
and that is also very good. And
cat
how about the last one? It's
characteristic,
eye-catching, or a good advertisement should be
or a special
eye-catching.
story,
Okay, so
but
what
not so
does
long. And
or
mm,
how can a
yes,
good
I think
advertisement be
especially
eye-catching?
a good slogan in the advertisements will be a good at catching to let people remember the advertisement and their products. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it will make them really famous, like known. Okay, so it should be eye-catching, something that would um, be interesting to the eyes of the people,
Mm,
right? Okay, so thank you for answering that one.
I think
Good job
an
for
advertisement which is
having these words that
warm,
we describe
it
good
is also a good advertisement,
advertisements.
such
Okay,
like
so clever,
like many
interesting.
advertisements of
Okay, we
cars,
also
which are
have
mentioned that
humorous.
For example, it will mention that take care of
Inspiring,
our family is
informative, and
very
eye-catching.
important.
Okay, so
Yes,
is
and
there anything
make
else
us
that you want to add?
realize that um, we have to pay more time to we have to spend more time with our family.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm. No, I think that's all.
Mhm. Okay, that would be great, of course. Okay, so something that would encourage someone to make more time with families. Okay, so like it's family centered or maybe family friendly. Yes. Okay, so is there anything else that you want to add? That's all. Okay. Now this time,
Yes, sure.
let us
Number
have the
one,
next
using
one, the
children
letter
in
B.
advertisements.
Okay.
I
So the
think it
questions
is
are, first,
acceptable
do you
for
think
me.
that the advertising practices described below are
Seems
acceptable? Are any other types of
some
advertisements offensive?
sometimes
Okay, so this
some
time
advertisements
there are
needs
statements here
um, needs
that
children,
would
such like
describe
uh,
situations in advertisements.
uh,
Okay, so
such like
in here you have
advertisements
labeled
of
acceptable,
toys or
unacceptable to
baby
those
accessories
statements that we have.
and
Now let's start with
and
number one.
and
Can you read number
or
one?
as I just mentioned, the um, the car advertisements of cars, and it will show
Why do you think so?
how warm a family will be. Yes, and it will be more pers- um it will be more possessive. Yes, possessive.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, if the advertisements of like toys, uh, there is only
Mm-hmm.
toys in the advertisement, then we will mm, then people will will will,
Mm-hmm.
will think, oh, okay, that is new toys. There are new toys, and if there are children in the
Uh-huh. Oh,
advertisements and
possessive.
play
Like,
that play those toys,
okay. Why do you
then
think it's
we might
possessive?
people might think those toys uh, seems like it seems interesting and and make people want to buy it. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So that's why you've said possessive. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, possessive might have quite of
Okay.
a little bit of a negative impact. So when we use children, or in that way, we can change the word maybe in not possessive, but that is something that they would like to have. Okay, but not possessive. Okay, possessive can be used in a different situation. Okay, but I think in that sentence it could be another term. Okay. Okay, but anyway, good job, because children, of course, are accepted or acceptable in advertisements, since there are advertisements that should be, or that involves products that are for children, like toys, like what you have said. So it encourages them to buy what they want.
Nudity in
Okay, so some children
advertisements,
would be
and
encouraged to
I
buy
think
the toys that they
it
want,
may
or
be
other products that they
unacceptable
want. Okay, maybe
because it
like
is not
aside from
good
toys,
for
maybe they want a
children
new
to see
notebook
this
or a
kind
new
of
pen.
advertisements.
Okay, a very good pen that they like. Okay, so of course that's acceptable. How about number 2?
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree with
I
you.
agree. Okay, because even though there are warnings that
Number 3,
that one or
promoting
that
alcohol on
movie or
TV.
advertisement or something
And
shown is
I
for,
think
or
it
just for
is
adults or from
acceptable because
18 years old and above, but we
there are
cannot
many,
get away from
many
children. Like, we
advertisements
cannot
of
stop them
alcohol
from the
on
things
TV
that
right
they can
now,
see
and
online, right?
the
So I
like
think I
the
agree that it is
cigarettes
unacceptable to
on like
have
a
those kinds
warning
of
on the cigarette
nudity in
boxes. There
advertisements, because children can
in
always see them.
Taiwan, the advertisements of alcohol also will show a
Okay, so how
sentence
about number 3?
at the as in below, and like a warning to said that it is not suitable to it is not suitable to drink too much alcohol, or we cannot drive after we we drink after we drink alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we cannot drive after we drink alcohol. Okay, very good. So, that's why it is not
Yes.
acceptable, because it may cause harm to those who will look at them.
Yes.
Right? But it depends if it is an informative
No,
an
I don't
informative
have anything
advertisement.
else
I
to
think that would be
add in
acceptable. Like,
number 3.
if it is something that would tell them to avoid volcano, or sorry, alcohol volcano, sorry.
Number 4,
Um,
comparing products
alcohol when it
to
comes
your
to
competitors' products.
driving, then
And
it would be acceptable.
I think it might
Okay,
be
like no drunk driving.
acceptable
So avoid alcohol. That would be accepted, I think. Mhm.
mm,
Okay. So is there anything else that you want to
because
add in that part?
um, some there are some yes, there are some
Okay,
advertisements
nothing
in
else.
Taiwan.
Now let
Well,
us have
this kind
number 4.
well do well. mm, There are some advertisements in Taiwan compared their products to others products of others brands, and
Okay, so why do you think it's acceptable?
actually this kind of advertisements is very long and boring. But there are there are also many people believe that's okay. There are also many people believe the effective of the advertisements. So I think most of people can accept this kind of advertisements, but not not all people like it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
Uh-huh, yeah. I think it's okay to compare to other products or to compare the products to your competitors,
Yes, I
but
agree with you.
it is not okay to mention
Because
them for me.
if
Okay, you
if
can just tell them that
if
it's
one
brand X
if the
and
advertisements
not the name
mm,
of the brand
if a
because
brand
there are also a lot of people who
compares
likes that
its products
certain
to
brand.
others
Okay,
products
so
and
it would
mentioned the
be
others
bad
products
if you
brands,
would make
and
bad about
those brands
that certain product.
may
Okay,
be
you can compare,
uh,
but you cannot
mm,
mention what
may think
product
it
it
is not
is, I think,
acceptable
for me.
and
How about for
may
you?
be take a maybe take a suit to that is that advertisement is not true.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm. Mhm.
Number 5, an image flashed onto a screen very quickly so that people are influenced without noticing it.
Mhm.
Subliminal advertising. And
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it
Yeah, I
is
agree with you.
acceptable, but
Okay.
actually
Because for
I don't have
some, it might
some
not be true,
uh
right?
I don't
Okay, or the
remember
allegations that
such
they have
this
may
kind of
not be true.
advertisements.
Okay. So, thank you for sharing about that. Now, how about the next one, number 5?
Yes, maybe yes, maybe it's really fresh and it's fresh so quickly so we don't remember the advertisement. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay, an image flashed onto a screen very quickly
Number
so that
six,
people are influenced without
exploiting
noticing
people's
it.
fears and
Oh, me
worries.
too. I did not remember
Actually, I
any
think it
of this
is
one.
unacceptable for me,
Okay, that
but
has subliminal message.
there are many products. Um, um, there are many
Yeah, I
advertisements
agree with you.
using
It cannot
to
be easily
uh,
remembered because it
uses
is flashed so quickly.
people's fears and worries, like for
Yes,
the health
okay.
or for
So it is
um
acceptable for you. How about number
or for
6?
the living or mm, yes, and mm, they use this kind of mm, it, mm, they use this kind of mm, fears and worries and make people to believe their products and well to buy their products.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Sorry, could you please um say it again? Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. So beliefs and worries. Okay, so it would be unacceptable. Of course, it's their worries. Now, how would you expect them to like your advertisement, right?
Yes. Um.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's okay. So I said, of course. How would they like it if that would be the
mm,
cause of
Actually, I
their
think it
worries and
means
fears, right?
like
So
most of
for me,
people
if I would see
um
my fears
think
in a certain
we are not healthy enough
advertisement, then
because
I would not
um
be interested with it,
because when
or I would not be
in recent year
interested in
we need
watching it
to we
because
spend
I
most of
am
time
scared or I'm
to in
afraid,
work and
right?
maybe we
So,
can't have
did it
enough
happen to you?
exercise
Okay, or
and
did it
uh,
or did a certain commercial showed your
cannot have
fears?
enough um, movement or exercise. And there are many people in Taiwan who worry about their health and their bodies. And I think it means like when some 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 brands of medicine will use this worry to uh, in advertisement to tell people if tell people like how good their medicine or health their health good their health foods is
Mm-hmm.
and and quickly come to buy their products and because it can make them
Mm-hmm.
be more health. Yes. Mm, yes. I think one of one kind of advertisement I cannot
Mm-hmm.
accept
Oh,
is
okay.
about
So, did you
um,
lost interested
mm,
interest
uh,
because of it?
mm, snacks or mm,
Okay, so you did lost interested or
is
interest in it.
about like
Okay,
to
so thank you for sharing
um,
about that.
mat-
Now, is there anything else that you want to add
materialize
up
female.
in any other types of offensive advertisement or bad advertisements?
Yes, and because in past 2 or 3 years there are many um
Mm-hmm.
advertisements of video games or or smart or smartphones games in Taiwan. They used to um do this kind of advertisement of about materialized female, and as
Oh,
I
okay.
really don't like
Like
this kind of
making them
advertisement.
objects.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yes,
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you don't like it's something
yes,
that would put femininity down, right? Like it would be
no, I think
like a
that's
bad
all for
image
letter
for
B.
women. Like it gives women something, or it gives women um like discouragement, maybe. I don't know. But as for me, it discourages me to like wear this and wear that, or maybe use this or use that, because it objectifies women. Okay, so this time, is there anything else that you want to add? Okay, so that's all. Now this time, let us look at. Now I will highlight this one first. Uh, okay.
Mm, yes, sure. Number one,
Let's just
people
highlight that
remember
yellow since
advertisements, not
these are your
products.
answers.
Number two,
Actually,
advertising
these uh,
raises prices.
activities
Number
A and
three,
B would
advertising
encourage you
has a
to
bad
like decide for your own which one
influence
is
on
correct or
children.
not. So
Mm, I
it would be
agree
good.
with the
Now this
statement
time,
number
let us
two
okay, let us move on to letter C. Which of the following do you agree with? Number one. Okay, can you read the
because
three sentences
advertising is
first before you give me
uh,
your own answer?
because companies used to spend a lot of money on advertising, and this will be this cost will uh, push on the prices, and advertising is expensive, like on TV, on TV or on newspaper, magazine. Yes, it is not so
Okay,
cheap.
advertising raises prices. Okay, why do you think so?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it will raise prices. So if we advertise a certain product that would give
To me, why I
us
agree with the statements
an
number two,
implication
or
that will
why I don't
um
agree with number
or that
one
the
and
product
number
will
three.
price will raise, right? Oh, okay, because usually cheaper products are not being advertised,
Mm,
right?
I don't agree
Okay,
with
I don't know if you
statement
are
number one and three
agree
because
with me.
the
So what
the situation
else?
of
Mhm.
these two is
What does
are
advertisement do?
not so definitely or definite because pe- most of people after people
Oh, okay. Maybe
see
you can give me
advertisements, most
the
of
reasons
people will
first
remember the
why
products.
you
And
don't
if
agree with
the
reasons 1 and
if the
3.
products or the points is not so clever, and people might remember only the advertisements but not products. And regarding number three is because regarding number three, not not every advertisement have a bad influence on children. Like as I just mentioned, some warm advertisements about the family, and this is good for children to see it. So I don't, so I don't agree with these 2 points because it is not so. Um, these statements is not so absolutely. Yes. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. They are not that absolute. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so people remember advertisements, not the products. Actually, I agree with number 1. Okay, sometimes it is the advertisement
Mm,
that is
yes, I
remembered,
believe
not the
there
product. For
are
example,
some
here in the
advertisements that
Philippines there
people
is
only
an
remember
advertisement
the story,
that really
but
comes to
not the
my mind,
products.
but sometimes I forget what what the product is. So sometimes the advertisements are being remembered
Mm,
rather than the product.
no, because I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how
For me,
about
I can't
in Taiwan?
remember
Are there
ad
advertisements that
advertisements
are
that
more
without the
remembered
products.
than the products?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the story, not the product. Okay, so is there anything else that you want to share?
Letter A. Yes. Sorry.
Okay, so you cannot remember advertisement without the
Letter
product.
A. Newspapers and TV are advertising media.
Okay.
Can you
So
think of
now
others?
let us move on.
My
Thank you for
answer
your answer for
is
this part.
broadcast,
Now let us move
magazine,
on with
leaflets,
vocabulary.
smartphone,
Okay.
internet,
So we
social
have
media,
here
and movies.
advertising media and methods. Okay, so expect that the words that we have here
Broadcast.
are related to advertising media and methods. Now let's start with letter A. It says here. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Letter A. Newspapers and TV are advertising media. Can you think of others? My answer is broadcast, magazine, leaflets, smartphone, internet, social media, and movies.
Okay, so the first one is broadcast.
Broadcast.
Okay, very good.
I see.
Broadcast. Magazine, leaflets, or like the brochures, smartphones, internet, newspapers, and TV. Okay, so those are your answers for this part. Okay. So which one do you usually use? Is it the newspaper, the TV, or the internet?
See. I see most on TV and internet.
Okay, so you see the most on TV and on the internet. There are some people I think there are only a few people who
Look at the words in
still
the box
like to read
below.
newspaper.
Label each item, one for
because
advertising
it is
media,
not
two for
that too
methods of
accessible.
advertising, or
If
three
there
for verbs to do with
is a
advertising.
newspaper boy or a man who would deliver newspapers to you, then that would be good. But if you cannot access immediately to a newspaper, then you can have the news on the internet, right? Okay, which is very common. Now, how about letter B?
Look at the words in the box below. Label each item, one for advertising media, two for methods of advertising, or three for verbs to do with advertising.
Okay, so we have letter B. Look at the words in the box below. Now label each item 1 for advertising media, 2 for methods of advertising, or 3 for verbs to do with advertising. So remember, words that are action words, or verbs are action words. Okay, so now let us have, or let me just add to letter A. We can have outdoor billboards.
I think it is number 1.
And radio. Okay, we still have the radio. Radio programs would
the word
broadcast advertisements
number 3.
In the middle of the programs.
To do with advertising.
Now let us have number 1, or the first word up to the last part. Now tell me
commercials.
Which is number 1?
I think it is number 2.
2 and 3
for advertising.
Okay. The word factories. I think it is number 1.
Okay, directories is number 1. Next.
The word
Okay. Next.
Number 3 is commercials. And I think it is number 2, the methods for advertising.
Commercials. Methods for advertising. Okay. Okay. Commercials is already a
Next one
media.
is exception.
Okay. Commercials should be 1.
Okay. Exhibition.
Okay, so instead of 2, it should be 1 because
I
it is
think
already, it is not a method, but it is already a medium. Okay, for advertisements, so we can have, or advertising, so that would be commercials. Commercials, leaflets like that, or maybe brochures or billboards. Okay, how about the next one?
Next one is exhibition.
That is exhibition.
Okay, exhibition.
Very good.
I think it is number 1.
Okay, wait for a while. I will just put the word exhibition so that you can remember. Okay, you're welcome.
Sometimes I can't. I don't know which is advertising media and which
exhibition.
is
Now,
methods
exhibition is actually 2. Okay, why is it 2? Exhibition is a method of advertising because in that way, or in that process, we can exhibit, okay, the things that, or the products that we have. Okay, so do you have any questions for that?
Sometimes I can't. I don't know which is advertising media and which is
Okay. So advertising media, usually these are shown in radio, TV.
Next one, point of
internet, like that.
And it is.
Okay. But when it comes to
number 2, a method of
methods of advertising, that would be the way on how it is being advertised. Exhibition, when you exhibit it, that means you put it in a fair or a show or a presentation. Okay, so that is a method, a way. Okay, so it should be number 2.
Okay.
Okay, so how about
the next
one?
The next one is target. I think it is number 1.
Point of sale, a method of advertising. Okay, it says here that is an advertising media, but I think it's a method. So I would say, or I would agree that it's number 2. Okay, now let us have the last one for this class because we don't have much time left.
Oh, okay. I see.
Next one is target.
Okay.
Target is number 3. Okay. 3. Target is also a verb, of course. Okay, so you will target those people that you would like to have your products, or you would like to buy your products with.
Okay.
Okay, so instead of 1, that should be 3.
Thank you, Teacher Dick. and good night.
Okay, so we will continue next week with answering this one. Okay, but good job in answering the first activities that we have. And it's very good because I know that you have researched a lot. Okay, just continue with researching or answering in advance. You can change your answers or your answers in some of the activities that you have already answered if you're not that sure. Okay? Okay, so thank you very much, Jasmine. Have a great night. Bye.
Thank you, Teacher Jane. And good night.
Night.